guys, Goddess Paints and Resins here. So today, I know that you can't see all my molds, so I apologize in advance. Today I'm going to be doing a mold. It's like a little jewelry tray mold. So I have, in some of the pieces, not all of them, I just kind of did a little touch up, if you could see here. This is the Res Violet, Indigo, and Blue, the Chameleon powder. I just used this one. If you watched my other video, if you watched my other video with the octopus, I just did one like that because I wanted to try it out. So I have the Chameleon powder by Res, and then I'm also using the black Sapphire by Res as well. Super pretty. Let's see. Come on. So kind of what I'm thinking, trying to get it, there it goes. It's like a gray, blue, black. I don't know. It's really pretty. So what I'm thinking is I also have, I got these on Amazon, these little foil flakes. And I want to do very light black. You can see the little foil curled up on me. I want to do a very light bit of black, and then I'm going to do a foil or two in there, so that way it's kind of transparent with the foil, just kind of floating. So you got a little jewelry box, little octagon jewelry box, and then the lid. You got like a little brush holder. Just put that on the bottom. And then this is a little deer. So, and then you got, so this one is actually two sets of antlers here. Or one of these Bad Man Pajamas, the gigantic one. And I just did the tip of that one in the Chameleon. And that goes right in his head so that way you can hang up your little earrings. And then you got a lipstick holder. And then you have a tray to put it all in. And I just kind of brushed it a little bit, mostly the sides. So, and then I also got, I thought it'd be cute, I got these little flowers and I put some Chameleon in there. And then I thought maybe I can put it on like the lid, or kind of just to spruce up the little holder that's gonna hold everything. Just a little bit, because I thought that'd be nifty, because I wanted to. So, who knows, it might all blow up in my face. You never know until you try. So, I got all of my reusable sticks. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough resin for all of this. Kind of on a time crunch today too, unfortunately, so hopefully this works out. So, I'm just going to take, because I do want it kind of transparent, not very much. I just got a little tiny for this big old thing. And if I need a little bit more, I'll add a little bit more, and then I won't add my flakes until after I'm happy with the color. I did mix all of my resin off camera just to kind of save some time for you guys. I know you don't want to be sitting there for, 10 minutes or whatever, I think it's like 3 to 5 minutes mixing the resin and then coloring all this stuff with my little tiny paintbrush. Takes a while. It's not a wham bam thing, so it does take quite a long time to sit there and do all of it. But, if that's something that you want to do, then it's worth it, as long as you're happy with what you're doing. So I am going to need more resin, more color, rather. So, I don't want to double dip that. And I got another one. These are awesome. I got them on Amazon as well. They're called Nick Pro. They're just silicone sticks. Nothing too fancy. And then that didn't really change my color at all, so I'm just gonna put that in there like that. And then wipe off my stick so I can use it if I need it for something else. Got a hair, so I'm glad I put that on the side. I wouldn't have saw that hair in there. Got a couple of dogs running around. I'm actually doing this in the kitchen because I couldn't get my table level in the other room, and I wanted to do this, so I figured I'll just do it on the island today. It's a good excuse to do dishes, right? Sorry, if you guys want to fast forward this one, I'm trying to get a consistency and not a consistency, sorry, I do paints too. I'm trying to figure out my color situation here, then please feel free to do so. It's literally still clear. Okay. I'm gonna put you guys on hold. I'm just gonna kind of play with the color because in the cup it looks super dark, and then when I do that, it is clear. So I'm just gonna mess with that. So I'm gonna put you guys on hold and then I will be back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I started mixing this and then I realized, well, once it's deep in there, it's gonna be pretty dark anyway. So that was dumb. So I ended up putting 2 drops of Ash by Pixiss to try to darken it up, and then it hit me that I don't need to go crazy because a lot of these are pretty dark. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna open up things are super gentle, or delicate, I mean, not gentle. So I opened up one of my little gold leaves, and then I'm just gonna throw it in there. I'm probably gonna need 2, I'm guessing. I'm probably gonna put 2 more in there because now that I'm looking at it. I'm just kind of shoving it in there. It's gonna get all broken up by the stick anyway. And then just try to mix it up as best as you can. And I know I'm probably gonna have to do this one again. I'm probably not gonna have enough for everything. Which I brought out my bigger container and then I didn't even use it for some reason. It's kind of dumb. It's okay. Alright, so that right there. Got a bunch of stuff on my hands. I'm gonna start with this deer because he's the most one that I'm worried about. I'm gonna take some alcohol and I'm just gonna spray it on the inside of the deer and try to hopefully hope that that's gonna help with a lot of. Actually, I'm not gonna do the deer first. I'm gonna do this one first because it's a little overflowed. So see, it's nice and clear. I don't know if you guys can see it up there or not, but it's nice and see-through. Making a mess, and I set down my stir stick on one of those papers, which I shouldn't have, but I did. So you just want to make sure that it gets all the way full. And then you want to, don't do that. I was trying to get it in the corner, and instead I just threw it all over the place, didn't I? It's okay. I am very good at making messes, guys. It's probably my specialty. And I'm gonna do this one because this one needs a lot too. Got you guys barely in frame, I apologize. Just put a little bit more on this one because take that popsicle stick that I used earlier because there's a couple of air bubbles in here that we do not want air bubbles, right? I'm just gonna go around and try to push those air bubbles. There you are. Out of there. It's like one of the issues when you're working with these little jewelry molds or what have you, see all those air bubbles coming out of there. But that's okay. And I might have, that one's pretty close to being over flooded, but it's not. So yay. And then I'm thinking I don't know if I have enough. Let's try it. Put the rest in this one because I do need to make more. And I did not have enough. That's okay. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm gonna have to make some more anyway, so not too big of a deal. I'm making a huge mess, of course. So far, I think it's looking pretty. What do you guys think? I'm gonna move my little antler out of the way. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but the iridescent, let's see. Those are doming just perfectly, and then that one's like nakey. So I'll have to come back, try to push out all those air bubbles out of this one here. So I'm gonna put you guys on pause, and then I'm gonna go ahead and make some more resin and clean up all this gigantic mess that I made, and scooch these out of the way so that way you could see me do the antlers and all that fun stuff. So give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Some more resin next up. Save you the grief of watching me do resin. So I got the tray, I got the antlers, and I got my deer. So So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and finish. Okay, so I got that doming. Actually, I think that's supposed to be straight or flat, I mean. It should be fine though. It's like, okay, so I got that all taken care of here. So now I'm gonna pour the resin. I'm actually gonna move these around so it's easier for me. So I got the tray. I know you guys can't see the tray. So I'm just gonna pour my resin into that tray. And then while that's doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my deer. So with the deer, because there's those little ears, you're supposed to knead the ears right here so that way you can get the resin in there. But it doesn't look like the resin is going into those ears. Get in there, resin. Put a little bit more resin in there. Sorry, I know you guys can't see me, but I'm trying to... It doesn't look like there's any resin in his ears. I'm gonna have to work on that deer. In just a minute. Okay, and then I got my little tiny pipette. So that way I can do his antlers, but this pipette is not that great, actually. So I'm going to cheat. I'm just going to put it in a smaller one. And then see if I can't carefully, as I already overflow it, do it this way. Big old blob right there. So I'm just taking my stick that I used. Sorry, I just realized you guys can't see me. I'm off camera here. Trying to see to the stick because it is not level over here. When I got the package, it wasn't very level, unfortunately. So I know that I'm gonna end up having to clean up some of this because it kind of didn't really work out the way that I needed it to work out. I'm not sure if you guys can see or not. So the deer, oh dear, his little nose isn't full of resin and his ears are not full of resin. And I'm pushing it. It tells you in the instructions, the little bit of instructions they give you on Amazon, because that's where I got this at, to knead the ears. But I'm having a feeling that those ears aren't open because nothing is going inside of the ears that it told me to knead. So I'm just gonna finish filling this one up here, and then I'll mess with the deer a little bit more. And then that's it. I'll take you guys in for a close-up. I didn't do the other antlers because I do not have enough resin, I don't think. So I'm gonna choose to not do the other antlers tonight anyway. So as soon as I figure out this deer, I'll take you guys in for a close-up. Okay guys, so here are the antlers. So I just put that iridescent on the bottom here, nowhere else. And then I did one flower, I kind of overfilled it, so I'm gonna have to file that down. And then the tray. I know you guys couldn't see that in the video, so I apologize. Then you got the cup, your brush cup, your lipstick holder. You can see, sorry for my light. So now that I'm closer, you could see that iridescent underneath. And then you got the lid and the jewelry box. So the lid, I just put the iridescent on the inner rim. I'm stuck my finger in there. And that was it. And then you got the deer. It didn't look like, if you look from the side, it didn't look like there was any resin in there, and I kept messing with it, and I think there is, but we'll see. That's a project I'm working on back there too, for a video you guys probably already saw. So here it is, and then as soon as it's done, I'll go ahead, sorry, it's my little octopus in the back. I'm probably gonna put that video up before you see this video. So I'm just working on 2 projects at once today. So as soon as this stuff is done, I might have to, so I ran out of resin a little bit on this one. So I think what I'm gonna do, because I need to put a little bit more in the deer, and then I need to fill up my octopus too. So I think I'm just gonna put a clear coat over that tomorrow. And then I did put a little bit of the iridescent in there, you can see. Not a lot, just a little bit, give it a little extra oomph. All right, well, I will see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully my deer has ears. If not, oh dear. Sorry. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, so it's a couple days later. I went ahead and I finished filling up this one here, the cup. And then I went ahead and I did my flowers. So I know that you guys, let's see here, I glued the rest of them. So I showed you guys my flowers. Those came out pretty cool actually. Let's see if it's gonna focus. So I did just some black. I used that same black pigment, the pitch black. Come on. Of course it's not gonna focus. So I used the pitch black. It has a little bit of glitter in there, and this is by the Technaruse. Got it off of Amazon, and then that's what I used to just do the solid black flowers, because I only made one flower. I only had enough resin for the one flower. And then I did go ahead and try to put some gold in the center, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a pop. Come on. There it goes. But I ended up not liking that. So I put it in the center, and then I put it on the tips of the leaves. But I didn't like that at all, so I didn't. And then I did get this mold in the mail. It is actually diamonds, and I was waiting for this one so I can finish this video. So I did finally get it in the mail. They come with the big diamonds and the little diamonds. So what I did was I did not use the big diamonds on this one. I'll probably end up using it in a different video. So I just made them black, and then I went ahead and I put them on the corners for the smaller ones. I did not put any iridescent color on any of it. Come on. Not wanting to focus for me today, apparently. There we go. So it's just a little diamond. And then you got the bigger diamond. So I went ahead and did that. And then what I did was, I went ahead, move this stuff out of the way, and I got, sorry for my reach, my liquid glass. It's in this little bottle, and I glued everything down. So that is still curing, so I can't really kind of move it around and mess with it too much. But with that black pigment, I didn't have enough resin the last time, so I also went ahead and did just the antlers, the little ones, so that way if people wanted to switch them out, they could. So you got the little 2-cheer antler, and then you got the 3-cheer antler. And then of course, you got the big boy that we did on camera with the gold leafing. That actually came out super awesome. And I know I didn't do the demolding. I was having a lot of problems getting those out because they are super hard to get out. So I did have a little bit of an issue getting those out, so I didn't want to waste 30 minutes of your guys' time while you watched me. Sorry, my dog's chewing on a bone over there. While you guys watched me unmold it. So the deer, if you guys remember, and you probably do because it was like 2 seconds ago for you, I was worried that the little ears weren't showing, but it was just because they got just the clear. So I'm going to try to move this up. So there's the little deer right here, and his little ears are perfectly fine, which is awesome because I was really worried about that. And then I went ahead and you got the lipstick holder, and then you got the cup for your brushes and stuff, and then around it I put those little diamonds like I said I was going to, so that way they could pick them up if they want. Those ones are set already, and then I just put some extra little flowers, and these little tiny things right here are just the little petals, and I just wanted to kind of give it an extra oomph for it. So this is kind of what it looks like. I will take some pictures once it's all dry and show you guys a little bit better. And then I do want to show you, so I did glue that one clear flower that we did together with the gold inside. I did glue that one down, so now I can pick up the lid with that. And that's what that looks like. So it came out pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. And then it is just a little clear flower. And then I did put some gold on just the center, so that way it kind of ties into the gold in here. And then there's a tiny bit of the leafing when I filled up these molds originally that was still in there. So I had those in there as well. So here's the back side of that. So you can see it's pretty clear, but you can still tell it's black. And then on this side you could see all the iridescent colors on there, or in there rather, and then just the lid. Obviously I didn't glue this down so I could show you. and you should glue it down. So now that that's off, you can kind of see, hopefully, let's see, the iridescence inside of all of those little holes there. So you got it in the jewelry box, you got it in the cup, and then if I turn it so that way you could actually see, you got it in the lipstick holder too. So there she is. I think it's a great Christmas present for like a little girl's room or a teenager's room or something like that. There's a little fuzzy on the bottom of it. So the iridescent that I did on the tray itself didn't come through a lot, but that's okay. I'm not too worried about it because it is kind of sprinkled through everywhere else. So it does tie everything together and just kind of gives it a little bit extra kick, I guess you could say. So once everything's done, like I said, my deer's still drying, so I'll put his antlers in after it's done drying. I am not going to liquid glass the antlers in here, so that way if they wanted to switch it out, they could. So be something like that, or obviously I'm not going to put it in because it's still drying or something like that. So once it's dry, I'll go ahead and take the pictures of everything. And then we can go ahead and go from there, and I'll switch out the antlers so that way you guys can kind of see everything, take the pictures from every angle. But like I said, on these corner parts, it's a little bit easier because now I can pick it up like that instead of trying to like work my little fingers underneath and pick it up. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. All my information's in the description below. I will go ahead and write everything that I use in the description below. If I can figure out how to do the Amazon link thing, I'll also link this mold in the description below. I think it was like $14. It came with everything. Sorry for my reach. It also came with like little picks and popsicle sticks, and then some pipettes. These pipettes are not that great, so if you have pipettes already, I wouldn't use those because they were not working for me. So if you guys have any questions or comments or anything like that, please let me know. Feel free to go check out my website, GoddessPaintsResins.com. I would appreciate it, all your Res stuff, so the little color changing that I used, so the iridescent, the black, all of that stuff I have on my website for you. And then once I get all of my stuff together, then I'll start putting some of this stuff up for sale as well. So that way if you don't want to make it, or if you have somebody who might want something for their kids or their nieces and what have you, they can go ahead and look at that as well. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. I'm learning with you guys just like you're learning. So I don't mind giving any information that I have or learning or whatever it is. You know, I make mistakes too, so it's kind of nice sometimes to see that on a camera, because then you're like, oh, well, you know, it's not just me. She made a mistake too, and I've been doing this for a little while, and now I'm trying to figure my own way out, and everyone's doing it perfect the first time. That is not the case, because it is just not the case. I mess up things. I got really lucky with this one. Like I said, you guys saw me struggling with this deer, so I thought that I wasn't doing it right, and turned out I was. So yeah, if you guys have anything, please like and subscribe and share. I would appreciate it. If you need anything, just let me know. Have a great day, guys. Bye.